Okay, very good. We have everything. Okay, so the question wants you to comment on this thing, and comment type of question. Very good, Sally. Right. ठीक है? So now let us focus on the question. The question says that India is the Museum of Natural Physiography. Museum of Natural Physiography, and this is comment. ठीक है? So the terms that you have to focus here is India is a museum of natural physiography. ठीक है? Yeah, Sachin. So when we are telling that India is a museum of natural physiography, it means that museum is a place, right? वहाँ क्या रखते हैं हम? Museum is a place which keeps important things, ठीक है, related to some individual or some time or some era, right? So you have to show that India is a museum of natural physiography, and we know that if we look at the physical division of India, India has mountains, India has plateaus, India has plains, okay? India has islands, and that too of different varieties. All of them are of different varieties. So we can say that it is a museum of natural physiography. ठीक है? नेचुरल फिजियोग्राफी का म्यूजियम है ये, क्योंकि हमारे पास सिर्फ माउंटेन ऐसा नहीं है कि दिस इज यंग फोल्ड माउंटेन. वी हैव some block mountains, we have some eroded mountains like Aravalli, very old mountains which are eroding, right? We have some mountains which are made of sedimentary rocks, we have mountains which are made up of metamorphic rocks. ठीक है? So even in mountain lot of variety is there. Okay, so you have to comment. It means that it is your view, your perspective. You have to comment. So based on some of the examples that you can pick, you have to write this thing. ठीक है? So if we talk about the introduction, what you can do in introduction? What is going to be the introduction for this question? Okay? If we talk about the introduction, it can be a very simple asserting statement. ठीक है? Assertive statement that yeah, India is Museum of Natural Physiography. आप इसको भी सीधे यूज कर सकते हैं. Or what? India is divided into different landforms. India is divided into a lot of different landforms. Okay, that is mountain systems, plains, and they are also of different varieties. So this natural gift, the physiography that India has, is unique. कुछ ऐसा statement लिख सकते हैं, any statement that you want. Okay, and then what we'll do? So after your introduction, what you can do? First you'll write the introductory statement, and this is going to only reflect that how India has a lot of physical features. Okay, physical division of India के बारे में बात कर देंगे introduction में. Then this, yeah, Manish. Then what you'll do, you'll write a connecting statement. We can understand, because I have to comment, you have to comment, right? So we can understand that India is a museum of natural physiography from following things, okay, following divisions. Now first thing, after giving a connecting statement, what you'll do? We'll take some points, some features. First we'll talk about, let's say, same things. Mountains की बात कर लेंगे. And in mountains, what you can do? In this mountains, you can talk about some of the very old relict mountains like Aravallis, which are no more real mountains. ठीक है? Relic mountains. Like Aravallis. ठीक है, यंग फोल्ड माउंटेन्स, हिमालयाज, ओके. सो यूल टॉक अबाउट दिस थिंग. यहाँ हम क्या है कि वी कैन टॉक अबाउट मे बी some of the mountains which were relic mountains में Aravallis. You can also talk about Eastern Ghats. ठीक है. Now in second topic, let's take, we can talk about rivers. We have some of the rivers which are lost. We have rivers like Luni, that is saline. We have perennial rivers, non-perennial rivers, you have antecedent rivers, okay, and put some examples. One statement that India has variety of different type of rivers, okay, salty rivers, in fact, like Luni, some flowing through the normal areas, even through rift valleys. So आप इस पे भी पूरा का पूरा स्टोरी लिख सकते हैं, okay. Now okay, now if we talk about, let's say, plains. Plains, you can talk about the desert, ठीक है, these are also in Rajasthan. You can talk about Ganga plains that are fertile. You can talk about coastal plains. Okay, so you can talk about deltas, you can talk about estuaries, ठीक है. Now plateaus, you can also talk about plateaus. And this heads and examples I am giving. Simply what you have to do, you have to put this thing something like, इसमें आपको बस words add करने हैं. Okay, words add करने हैं. You have to add few statements और यह चीज़ें आसान होने वाली हैं. Okay, plateaus में आप क्या बात कर सकते हैं? From non-metallic minerals, in the areas around Aravalli, ठीक है, the mountain has subdued into some form of plateau nearby. Or you can talk about Chota Nagpur plateau, which has metallic minerals. You can talk about, इसमें क्या है कि Shillong plateau भी you can take, coal है, Shillong plateau. Okay, so you can talk about different types of them. Now islands, coral islands, ठीक है, some of them are formed in coral islands, some are basaltic, active and dormant volcanoes. active and drawing individual maps is not going to be a very good idea because it will take a lot of time. What you can do is always draw a complete diagram either in the start or after the discussion. Okay, but drawing individual maps for each one of them can be very challenging because you have limited time. You have to complete that answer within 7, 8, 10 minutes. Maybe 5 points की जगह 4 point ही लिख पाएं. Okay, but I am just giving more points so that you can choose your own point. ठीक है? We can talk about the Lakshadweep. We can talk about some volcanic islands, Andaman and Nicobar. Okay. You can also talk about the forests. Physiographic division, you can talk about the forest. ठीक है? The biota, natural biota, you can take Bundelkhand area. Here, and completely greener areas like Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. You can also talk about cold desert, ठीक है, Ladakh versus biodiversity hotspots. Statement में लिखना होगा आप सभी को. You cannot write like the way I am doing. I'm just saving a statement. I want you to work for the statement. It's your job. ठीक है. हम एक आंसर लिखने में in classroom, it takes around 30-40 minutes and we have done it many times and we'll be doing that for maybe other questions, but this question is very direct question. Statement formation आपको सीखना है. ठीक है. You have to improve your language. And after showing this thing, we'll assert that of course, if we are seeing such a variety that is not which is only visible in a large continent that is Africa, none of other continents can boast of having such variety of landforms, and hence you can conclude that this is natural physiography. Yeah, Amar beta, you can write about that as well. But क्या है कि इतने points भी लिखने में आपके words खत्म हो जाएंगे. And I don't think that you'll be adding this. Okay, 5वें point तक ही लगभग word limit आपकी खत्म होने लगेगी, so you'll have to conclude. Okay, I hope that समझ में आया. So the questions are going to be tricky, and if you'll not try to focus on the demand of question, if you'll not understand the question, जैसे शुरू में बोल रहे थे, rock के बारे में लिख देते आप लोग, ठीक है? And writing about the rock is